how's it going today? Terrence McCoy here, and for the first video in 2019, got my man Will with me again. Hopefully everybody had a good and safe New Year's. You got any New Year's resolution, my man?
Um, they just keep trucking, keep pushing,
Yes, sir.
and keep bringing them quality content.
Yeah, we started this back in October 2018, so in 2019 we're expecting more things, so be on the lookout. We coming. We're gonna get better from here. Man, as we close this NFL season, this was a good year for NFL.
It definitely was, definitely.
Like everything was just more balanced this year. I mean, it went back to football less than last year when it was just the whole, the kneeling and everything, the protesting.
Yeah,
it was really none of that this year. It went straight like to football, and I enjoyed this year.
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely. No outside distractions.
Right.
Like you said, we got to see strictly football. New teams on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
Torches getting passed and everything.
I mean, there were outside distractions. We went about the Pittsburgh Steelers in a minute. We gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
But what teams disappointed you this year?
Honestly, the biggest disappointment for me gotta be Green Bay Packers. Gotta be, because like we used to seeing them win,
right?
And they also had some distractions going on.
Yeah.
And it's not normal for us to see them looking from the outside in on the playoffs.
Right. With Aaron Rodgers.
And I think honestly, them getting that game where they tied set the tone for their season, honestly. Mm-hmm. Like they wasn't really able to bounce back.
Right. My biggest disappointment, I think everybody's is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh yeah.
Like
whew.
You last year playoff run
mm-hmm.
came up just short beating the Patriots. Then you go to this. That offense was just horrible. Defense didn't. It was the same.
Right.
But Jalen Ramsey running his mouth and bit off more than he can chew. But it's gonna happen. You gotta talk. You gotta back it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That was definitely a bad year for Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a team that surprised me. Hey, not being biased, but if you would told me that the Ravens will beat division champions, I would guess like you were crazy.
Definitely. The one team that surprised me, and I'm gonna say this from the heart, like this really means something to me. Like, even though they had a winning season last year, it's very rare that the Rams have 2 winning seasons. The last time, legitimately, I seen that, I was in middle school watching The Greatest Show on Turf. Mm-hmm. And potentially, I could see the Ravens and the Rams playing a Super Bowl. Like, I'm not making any predictions, but
that's a big one.
I'm hopeful for it, and I really want to see that.
Hey, I think everybody would love to see the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Definitely. Like, both teams.
And you don't know what to do. You're like, God.
Right, exactly. First half, I'm on the Ravens side. Second half, I'm on the Rams side.
Gotta get into playoffs time, man. Playoff weekend.
Playoffs?
I'm talking about playoffs.
Playoffs?
The stage is set. Chiefs are number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots number 2.
Right.
Texas number 3. Ravens are number 4. Chargers number 5.
Right.
And of course number 6.
Exactly. Yeah.
For the NFC, Saints number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Rams number 2.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears number 3. Cowboys are 4th. The Seahawks number 5. And the Eagles are the 6.
Yeah.
Who is the biggest threat in this wild card? Like, for the AFC first, who don't the Chiefs want to run into?
Honestly, I would say the Ravens. Because legitimately, when they played, they only lost. The Ravens only lost because Action Jackson got hurt, and RG3 had to come in.
Right.
it was a smash mouth game, close game, and it came down to one play.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was the Chiefs, even going back to Arrowhead, like I would be worried because like they got punched in the mouth and they just barely escaped the beating.
Right. I would love to say the Ravens, but I'm gonna go ahead and run with the Colts. I think the Colts are probably the dangerous team in the AFC. I think they can beat the Chiefs if you ask me.
Right.
I believe it. I think they're a well-rounded team. They have Andrew Luck still playing out his mind.
Right.
Defense is playing good, and with the Ravens, there's still things wrong with this team. Like if we can go back to the Browns game. They left 3 touchdowns off the board because of penalties and a fumble.
Mm-hmm.
And Lamar had 2 rushing touchdowns called back. So the Ravens, they will get in the red zone, but it's like sometimes they're still allergic to scoring.
Right.
And I see them beating the Chargers, but it's gonna be hard for the Ravens to advance. I would love to see it, but if they make those mistakes against the Browns, because they barely escaped.
Yeah.
If they make those mistakes, Chargers moving on.
So you don't think lightning will strike twice?
I had the Chargers in the Super Bowl from what I've seen from the Chiefs.
Okay.
But I still see problems with Phillip Rivers. As soon as I said Phillip Rivers is winning December, Ravens came and smacked them in the mouth. So like I still see faults with Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, they did.
So it's like the Ravens do have that formula to beat the Chargers. Like the Ravens have that Chargers number, but I don't think they can do it back to back. I think they'll watch film and see, oh, okay, this is how we're gonna beat Lamar and that. And the secondary is still suspect for the Ravens. I'm not 100% set on that secondary, and I think Phillip Rivers will come in and he'll escape by skinning his teeth.
Right. Okay.
That's how I believe it.
I mean, hey, should be a good game though. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna flip it, and my NFC team that I see that is the most dangerous right now, and that's the Eagles.
Ooh.
And y'all may think, oh, why the Eagles?
we know why. Oh, no, we know why.
Like, it's like deja vu. Like, last year, Carson Wentz gets hurt. Nick Foles coming. We like, oh, who? Nick Foles, who? Like, you know, he wasn't really a household name. Come in, take the reins, make a playoff run.
Right.
We come to this year. Carson Wentz gets hurt. Nick Foles, big game Nick Foles, coming down. Take the reins. Make a end of the season run.
Right.
To get in the playoffs.
That was against playoff teams.
With also, even though they had the 6th seed, I was always the type, I would rather play all the games in the playoffs versus having a week off.
Yeah.
Because they have that momentum of already having a fight to get in the playoffs. Now, it's like, it's just another day at work.
Right.
Let's continue the fighting. And they've been here. They've been in this atmosphere. They know how to win playoff football. Only difference is they just got to win one extra game.
If the Eagles beat the Bears, and I hear what you're saying, I hear it. We've seen this before,
right?
And you know, I'm not fully on the bandwagon. I'm watching my eye a little bit, like, oh, what's going on here? And you don't want to run into a hot quarterback going to the playoffs.
Exactly.
That's the worst thing you can do. But I don't see them beating the Bears. But if that happens, they'll have to go to the Dome and beat the Saints.
You right.
I think that stage. The Saints in the Dome. I mean, not even that. The Bears in Soldier Field with that defense.
Well, one. I do have the Eagles beating the Bears on the strength of I don't believe in Mitchell.
Right.
He makes the right plays. He does just as much as the team expects from him.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe they weigh too much on the defense. And any great defense will get tired. And I feel as though the Eagles will keep that defense on the field a lot more.
But see, my thing is the Bears defense create turnovers.
They do create turnovers.
Interceptions, fumbles, you name it. The Bears can do it. But see, just what playoffs and quarterbacks, I feel as though, because I think I had this conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have a great defense than a great quarterback into the playoffs.
Okay.
Because one, defense travels, and
mm-hmm.
with offense, you gotta rely on the run game, of course. Like you can't pass the ball all the time, right? Because in football is ground and pound, so you need a well-around run offense.
Right, definitely.
And but defense, you just gotta make a stop. Like just stop. And the Bears defense is clutch.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm still saying the Eagles are decimated with injuries. That's why I'm not fully on that bandwagon. Run game is still suspect.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have to rely on Nick Foles passing the ball.
Right.
In Soldier Field where it'll probably be snowing. And with a defense, going against a defense that create a lot of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting into the Bears in that game.
I mean, this definitely gonna be a fight. It's definitely like the Eagles shouldn't be scared of the cold. It's cold. It's cold in Philly.
Yeah, it is cold in Philly also.
They just strictly. I'll give it off of experience in anything. Like
yeah, that too.
Like
so Trubisky just got to do just enough,
right,
to win. Like, don't know your place. Don't go over the top. You got the number 3 defense.
Right.
Leave out Khalil Mack. Just play your part.
Right.
And let the defense handle the rest. That's how you got here.
That honestly, if they do that, then that's a perfect formula for them.
Yeah.
You know, it just. I know Mitchell. When the lights are on,
yeah,
will you be there?
That's a key question. And yeah, that I think he'll be there, but I think the defense will seal the deal.
Right.
Hey, we're gonna jump back to the AFC real quick go back to about the Patriots and how they got another bye.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they deserve because again they're in that whack division. That's how they get their byes. If the Patriots will play the highest seed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming between either Houston
mm-hmm.
or they'll be playing the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, either one of them beat the Patriots.
Yes.
I'm sorry, not the Chargers. They were playing the Ravens because they playing the highest seed.
Right. Oh yeah, you were correct. Yeah. I mean, I feel as though either the Ravens or the Texans definitely could beat the Patriots because one, the Patriots they have their own problems with
mm-hmm.
their own. Their defense is also suspect and everything.
Right.
But I do say it confidently that the Patriots will be one and done.
Yeah.
I say that confidently.
Yes, definitely.
They will be, no matter who they see, they will be one and done. I'm
going to tell you right now, Brady better be praying he don't see the Ravens.
Definitely.
The Ravens are very familiar with going into Foxborough
mm-hmm.
and winning games.
Mm-hmm.
And you going against the number 1 defense, Brady better be praying
exactly
he did not run to the Ravens. Going to your team. You know, you're a Rams fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what team scares you in this playoff picture?
With us having the 2nd seed, there's a chance we will either see the Seahawks, Cowboys, or the Bears. Out of those 3 teams, honestly, the Bears will give the Rams and me fear because. Mm-hmm. Like when we match up with them, it was a dogfight. It was like I wouldn't even really say it was a dogfight. Like the Bears slapped us in our mouth and we could not regroup.
Mm-hmm.
Like Goff and Gurley, horrible games, and like you for your 2-star players, y'all both can't string under the light.
Right.
Like legitimate, Goff was 20 for 44, and Gurley had 11 carries for 28 yards.
Yeah.
Like you gotta find an answer for that, and luckily if we do see the Bears again, they coming to LA.
Yeah.
And the Rams handle business in LA. So
I think with the Rams, I'd probably say the Bears also, but I even throw the Seahawks in there honestly, because like I said, Seahawks got hot at a late time in the season, and still you can never sleep on Russell Wilson.
Yeah, true.
And they got a run game now, so I think it's like the Rams. They're still dangerous, but like how we say, there's a formula to beat the Saints. There's a formula to beat the Rams.
It is.
Once you take Todd Gurley out his game, it's like the game is in Goff's hands. And like, can you 100% say I trust the game in Goff's hands?
Right, and without Cooper Kupp, that is hurting us too. That is definitely hurting them.
And with a bad secondary also.
Yeah.
And Russell Wilson, when he out the pocket, you don't know what he's going to do. That could be a man 30 yards downfield. He about to launch a deep pass.
Right.
Because I think y'all still have Talib. So yeah, y'all secondary is still not that good.
Right. I mean, for us to make this run and take advantage of this bye, we definitely defense gotta be A1. Do your part. Do your job.
Right.
Trust the next man. Goff and Gurley need to be top notch, because like you said, you take one away, it's gonna be easy to shut down the next and everything.
I'd rather get rid of Gurley early.
Right, exactly.
So they not run the ball. You not run the ball on me.
Yeah, because you take away Gurley, that takes away a lot of the play action.
Exactly.
Away, so,
but of course, once the season's over, a lot of changes. So many coaches got fired. Jets fired Todd Bowles, which I saw coming.
Yeah.
Broncos fired Vance Joseph. I did not see that coming. It was his first year, but he lost numerous of jobs. Oh, bro. It finally happened.
5 years later,
Marvin Lewis is fired from Cincinnati Bengals. My thing is, once he defense coordinator, so did he get fired from that also? I was thinking about that.
I guess. I mean,
he did get a promotion.
Well, technically, he stepped down. Technically, but we all know. But I mean, yeah, they need a defensive coordinator too.
Yeah, but
let's just keep it at that.
Marvin Lewis is gone. I think that was the headlines for that day.
Yeah.
Dolphins fired Adam. That was surprising. He wasn't that bad, honestly.
They finished with a winning record, correct?
Yeah, they was in the hunt for majority of the reason. Like, that's surprising. And the candidate that they're looking at is Rex Ryan. Of course, when Brady's not having a good year, Brady not having a good year? Where my head set at?
Right, exactly.
He want to come back.
He like, I can finally get that monkey off my back.
Right. No, it's still going because you're going to come back and it's going to say, you still ain't beat Brady.
Right.
So monkey's always going to be on your back. And the Cardinals fired Steve Wilkes. And I think the Browns are still coachless.
Yeah, they definitely are.
So with all these teams that need coaches, who would you rather coach?
Interesting.
And you can throw the Packers in there also. Because they also have a coach.
I got a toss up. The Dolphins? Because, I mean, they came off a winning record. You know, they had a playoff run, you know. And The Broncos. And I would say the Broncos, like legitimately, like the Broncos still got the same defense. They got a nice young running back in Lindsey. Legitimately, all you have to do is find that piece at quarterback.
Yeah, that's all you're missing is a quarterback.
That's all you're missing. And I believe if they stop trying to find John Elway, the next Peyton Manning, and just find a leader, like if they could just find that quarterback, there could be another playoff team again.
Right. Give me that Cleveland Brown job.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Give me that Cleveland Brown job in a heartbeat. We all know they're not the same Cleveland Browns at all.
Okay.
Got a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Probably need a running back. I don't know why they got rid of Carlos Hyde. I'm not sure why they did that. Got a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Cleveland. They're not the same. You don't got to do much. Just don't put Baker Mayfield in that leash.
Right.
Let him do what he do. As soon as Hugh Jackson left, he's been playing off the wall. So just come in, coach, and let Baker Mayfield do what he got to do.
So like more of a veteran coach.
Yeah.
That
somebody that probably gotta tolerate him.
Right.
I'll put it also.
And that could paint the vision for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like you said, they have the formula, whatever. They just need the vision on how to get there and how to finish.
Exactly.
Because I can see it. Because a lot of games they had this year came down to they just had the right formula just to finish.
Because they had Hugh Jackson.
Yeah.
And he had Baker on that leash, which I said, once Hugh Jackson was gone, Baker Mayfield is going to skyrocket.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And it's been proven. Another coach, he's not fired, but I think his seat is like scorching hot.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about distractions when we first started. You know where I'm going.
Yeah, I do.
Them Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think Mike Tomlin got discipline on this team, man.
I don't.
He has no control.
I don't, like, from Le'Veon Bell to recently with the whole AB situation.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't even hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't mean nothing for that game. I mean, they didn't need him anyway to beat the Bengals.
Right.
But at the same time, they came out, foot injury. Like, what? And the whole time, it was like, no, it was a controversy between AB and Big Ben and Mike Tomlin.
Right,
So they sat him. Like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I mean, I definitely feel as though Mike Tomlin is losing his control.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's because with the years of Ben getting older, he on his way out. The team will be soon in a rebuilding stage.
Mm-hmm.
You got young players like Le'Veon and AB that feel as though, okay, like, I'm stars.
Well, Le'Veon's not there no more, so he's not even a part of the Steelers conversations no more.
Right.
He in Miami chilling.
Right, he is, but I feel as though what he started eventually got to what we see now, because you see one person that carry dragging, carry his own thing. Bad, like, that's gonna set the tone. Like, oh, okay, coach didn't really do nothing, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Then AB feel as though, number one receiver, Big Ben, come at his neck like, oh no, you not the number one receiver. Like,
that's what I was really shocked at. Like, you the quarterback. I've never seen this from Big Ben, honestly.
I don't know what got into him. They definitely has some issues to resolve in the off season, and I definitely feel as though if it's not resolved, either mid season or by the end of next season, Mike Tomlin will be gone.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but it's just, it's different. The discipline's not there. Like, if I'm Mike Tomlin, my thing is, we can jump back to earlier in the season with Bell's situation. I'm like, Bell's not your problem right now.
Right.
Like, we gotta win games and get off social media. talking about, oh, Bell, thank you for the shoes you left in your locker room, da da. I remember one incident where AB was Facebook Live in them,
Yeah.
and Mike Tomlin said something that should have been kept in the locker room. It was like, you gotta control your players, and this is a coach that, in my opinion, one of the coolest coaches in the league right now.
Right.
And you look at him like, oh yeah, he got discipline in his team. It's the Steelers. They're known for discipline, but yeah, it's definitely gone. For Mike Tomlin,
Mm-hmm.
and I agree. If he don't get it quick, it's gone.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's do these. We're gonna do just the predictions for the playoff weekend. Start off with the Colts and the Texans. That's a good game.
You could definitely flip a coin.
You can't go wrong with either one.
You can't. I feel as though it will be definitely a good game.
Yeah.
Dog fight. Luck versus Watson.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to the Texans only because I think their defense is a little bit more better than the Colts.
Right.
That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Colts because Andrew Luck is playing like you said. You don't want to have a hot quarterback.
Yeah, you
in the
don't
playoffs.
want to have a hot quarterback.
And Andrew Luck, with missing last season, is out here to prove something.
Just know both these teams started off in a rut.
They did.
They did.
And I remember we both wrote them off. We wrote them off.
And also, I think Deshaun Watson can extend better than Andrew. I'm gonna say because Deshaun can beat you with his arms and his legs.
Right. Yeah.
Do I trust Andrew Luck out the pocket, like scrambling like Deshaun? No, I do not.
Nah.
But at the same time, you can also argue that Andrew Luck's being protected better.
He is being protected, and the Colts have weapons.
Yeah.
They have weapons, and they don't have to just rely on Ty anymore.
Right.
All
right, but that's that game. It's a toss up.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's definitely.
I'm just gonna go to the Texans. Seahawks and the Cowboys. You can give me the Seahawks. Win that.
I'm gonna go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
Go ahead.
They have momentum.
Yeah.
They have a lot of momentum. I don't know if it was them seeing Alex Smith go down and they like, oh,
nope,
let's make this run.
Exactly it. Alex Smith getting hurt was the best thing that happened to the Cowboys.
And like Dak making passes, and also I forgot, like you had previously said, them also receiving Amari Cooper. They have momentum. They was the last 3 games they was in was dog fights.
Mm-hmm.
That dog fight against the Giants, it showed their identity.
Mm-hmm.
It showed that they had to fight through adversity.
Those teams were the Giants and the Buccaneers.
I mean, at the end of their NFL team.
Yeah.
Their NFL team, and since if you just look at that Giants game alone, like Eli was looking like an old Eli.
Remember, there was no Odell Beckham.
It wasn't. But they fought.
Yeah, they fought.
They fought. And they have that momentum going into the playoffs. Because it's like, we had something to prove. Last time they was here, they got robbed.
Right.
So they got something to prove, and they're gonna make a push. Not Super Bowl push, but push. let me get that clear. It's gonna be a push.
Give me the Seahawks. I trust Russell Wilson more than Dak.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Dak is still Dak. Dak gets hit a lot.
Right.
Still. Dak can, I'm not going to say barely, but it's rare you see him complete a 30-yard pass.
Mm-hmm.
When Russell Wilson can bomb a 40-yard pass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the Cowboys play calling. Like offense play calling. So it's like, I think Seahawks got a better quarterback. Are better coached.
Mm-hmm.
And only thing Cowboys really had in this game is home field, honestly.
Right.
So give me the Seahawks win this game.
Okay.
Chargers and the Ravens. Coming from a Ravens fan, I'm just happy to be here.
Right.
I'm just happy to be in the playoffs. Like, but no, honestly, give me the Chargers. Don't get me wrong. I want to see the Ravens win, but you cannot leave points off the board.
Right.
They say they barely escaped Cleveland by leaving points off the board. Like, the game should have been over by halftime.
Definitely.
And I'm still iffy with the play calling because I remember one series, Gus Edwards didn't touch the ball when, and I'm tired of seeing. I'm not tired of seeing it because I know it's gonna happen. They gonna try to get Lamar killed. Like all these up the gut runs.
Right.
Like he has to do more. Like he's just starting quarterback now. Like in playoffs, you gotta let him do more. And I think Chargers are a better overall team than the Ravens right now. Even though Ravens got no one defense, they smacked them in the face the first game, but I don't think the light gonna strike twice.
I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna still go with the Ravens.
Okay.
I feel as though lightning will strike twice. Momentum is definitely on the Ravens side because they have the formula. Like it's easier when you beat a team than getting beaten by the team. Because all you have to do is duplicate your same formula and just tweak it.
Yeah.
And they went into LA and did that.
Don't get me wrong, the Ravens defense, I think the Ravens period know how to beat Phil Rivers. Just hit him.
Right.
He gonna be complaining, then you got him.
And I'm gonna use one of your lines.
Okay.
The Chargers play in LA where it's hot, right?
It's cold in Baltimore.
It's cold in Baltimore.
It's cold.
We know how it is in January.
Yeah.
Philip, even in San Diego, it's hot.
Yeah.
They got to come to Baltimore where it's cold. It's frigid. It's disrespectful cold. The Ravens go stick to that same formula, the time of possession game, and smack them in their mouth. It's gonna be a close game, but it's gonna come off the foot of Justin Tucker.
Yeah, probably. But don't get me wrong. It's like the Ravens do everything right, but score sometimes, and you just can't leave points off the board. Like that's the only thing that scared me about the Ravens. Right?
Yeah.
Heading to this game, you can't leave points off the board. That's why I'm leaning toward the Chargers.
Okay.
Eagles and the Bears in Soldier. I'm staying with the Bears win this game.
You still sticking with them?
I'm staying with the Bears. Bear down.
Bear down.
I can't say tighten up no more.
Fly, Eagle, fly.
Philly special?
Philly specials.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if Nick Foles pulls this off, I'm not gonna say I'm hop on the bandwagon, but my eyes will get a little bigger. Like yo, it might happen again. I see what's going on.
Nick Foles will definitely come to Soldier Field, dragging and shagging. And show why he should be a starting quarterback for some team.
I think he wants to stay, but that's a big controversy between him and Carson Wentz.
Hey, like I said,
I'll give him the.
He go show why.
Don't get me wrong. I'm like, yo, this man gave me a Super Bowl. He saved my season. Like, hey, Carson Wentz, you might gotta stay on the bench.
And on the verge of saving it twice.
Saving it twice. All right, but that's all we got for today, Sports Talk World. We appreciate you for joining us today. Terrence McCoy.
Your boy Will.
See you next episode.